Hi, you guys. Welcome to the Venus Blueprint, where we use astrology and manifestation. Now, the core manifesting that we do is through Venus. And Venus is connected to your sense of worth, esteem, beauty, and fashion. And it dawned on me that there is an idea called fashion shy. Now, I don't know if this is a real term, but it's something that came to me. And that's why this video is entitled, You're Not Ugly. It's not that you don't know how to put on clothes. It's not that you don't have style. You're just fashion shy, okay? Now, this actually comes from the idea of shyness, right? Typically comes from like performance anxiety. And honestly, because of my background, I've never had that issue. I've been in the arts, music, my whole life, been on the stage, and I've never had an issue with being on stage and having stage fright or anything like that, right? But when I think about fashion and beauty, I absolutely have. And I think that some of you have too. This is the core of why the Venus Blueprint is what it is because I know that many of us shy away from style, fashion, and beauty. So when we think of the word shyness, right, it never dawned on me before, like I said, because of my background, but I've been studying certain philosophies like Eckhart Tolle, who talks in, it's either The Power of Now or in his book, A New Earth, where he talks about being shy means that somebody actually wants to express their ego. The shyness doesn't mean they don't want to. It means that they want to, right? But maybe through conditioning have learned to hide themselves. Now, this works on stage, but for me, that hasn't been the issue. But for beauty, this made so much sense. And it actually comes from a few things. But one of the things I really wanted to point out to you was the idea of like the male gaze and how certain things about fashion and beauty have led certain people to feel like they can't really dress themselves well because they're fearful of the true expression of their beauty and style. That's right. They're fearful of their true expression, beauty, and style. And this might actually be because there is certain things that the idea of feeding the male gaze. So like you walk down the block and you're dressed a certain way and people will catcall to you or people will judge you for dressing a certain way, like you're dressing too sexy or whatever. So this is one way, at least for me, that has kind of choked the desire to be stylish. And my journey specifically has been that I've been comfortable being ugly because that's easy. Like, we all agree, if I'm just wearing a t-shirt and some shorts, hair ain't done or whatever, like, I'll be confident that way because I never really have to try hard. And I know that everyone's just going to see me as regular, as mediocre. And there is a comfortability in that I lived in for a very long time. And through my work with the Venus Blueprint, I came across formulas for beauty and fashion and tried it on and was really taken aback by how people would respond to how I was dressed. It became too much. So it's like I had more confidence when I was uglier. And once I started applying beauty and really trying, I started to really feel the fear of being seen. And even if it was something little like, oh, if you tuck this in, or if this is a little too big, like anything, or let me help you with your collar, like anything that people would say about how I looked would bother me because I was entirely uncomfortable with being and expressing beauty. And I also would shy away if like I wore something too sexy or whatever to want to be around like certain females and males, especially in couples, because of fear that they're thinking that I'm trying to turn on their guy or something like that. So my comfortable zone is t-shirts and shorts. It's not it's not styling myself. And I have to pull myself out of my comfort zone in order to recognize that I have a fashion shyness, a fear of expressing my truest beauty and overall expression. So I wanted to bring this to you, not to give you any formulas because there's plenty of that on this channel, but to let you know that you might be something like this. You might be struggling with, you don't know how to dress, but you do. It's just you have a block. So the Venus blueprint will show you your formulas, right? But some of you are going to have probably even a harder time, especially, like, I'm not going to say especially, but like as a Venus in Aries or Venus in Scorpio, when your formula is a little bit sexier than others, you have to actually show up for that. You have to own that. And that is where the true work is. And confidence is rebuilt in being able to show up consistently in your beauty and letting go of the fear of people's judgments of you. So I hope that this will help some of you open your eyes to the fact that you do have style. And the biggest courageous thing you could do is to style yourself every day. Is to show up for yourself every day and to be seen every day. And not let a compliment or a judgment determine how you feel. Because you really can't care too much about any external validation, whether it's positive or negative. The biggest thing you need is the internal core agreement that you deserve to express your style. So if you guys are into astrology, if you're into expressing your style, this channel will show you how to do it through my Venus series, but you can also get a birth reading, a natal chart reading, where I look at your Venus placement and I break down your entire formula for astrology. So you will be able to hit the link down below, and then you could book with me and get started on your journey. So thank you guys so much if you listened all the way to the end, and I'll see you in the next video.